It's week 3 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Giants. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Ball start, offense.
He'll run with Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Jones. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's taken in, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play action. Now, Wilson. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Ball start, offense.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now it's Wilson. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Here's Ryan Wright now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Russ. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, New York. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are out to a 10-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And the Giants are going to take over just shy of midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A carry here for Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Approaching defense. Still 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack. Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On second down, here's McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the designed run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and a yard. Wilson to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Throwing again, Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out.
And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, Build a little confidence on that sideline so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He'll look underneath here for Jones. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just
Both
yet.
teams ready
I think
to
there
get
could
back
still
at
be
it
some fireworks
as we get back
yet to
underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll run. This is Mason. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. 13 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants extend to a 24-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Right back to Moore, another grab. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A run. And here's Mason. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That one complete to Moore. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's into the end zone. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings back within 7. It's 24-17. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They go play action now. Wilson, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
To throw again is Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and 9. On the ground, here's Tracy. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now Jones. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. McCarthy in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And I think after that last sack, we're going to see a little bit of a change in strategy by the offensive coordinator. He decided to go empty. There's no one in the backfield to help with the offensive line, pick up blitzes, and even if you have some opportunities downfield, you got to protect the quarterback first.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. And they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? on their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page, and we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. This a must stop for this defense, facing 3rd and long. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Oh, yeah. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Defense.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he will score! Game on! Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. A run here with Tracy on second down. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will have a Giants first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down 2 and E. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.